Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you ready? What? I said, are you ready? Yeah, can't steal it. Woo, wheel and deal it. The cream of the crop. I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning. But brother, I am bad and they know I'm bad.
I'm the man of the hour, the man with the power. You sleep with me, scholar.
It's showtime, folks.
Welcome to the Grill Out. From the heart of Shillian, West Virginia, here's your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grill Out. I'm your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty, episode 80. I'm joined by both co-hosts. First off, the reflection of perfection, sometimes deception, Jason Lykens.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hail originally from Whitesville, West Virginia. Then I moved to Beckley, West Virginia. Then I moved to Huntington, West Virginia. Then I moved to Nitro, West Virginia. Then I moved to St. Albans, West Virginia. Then I moved to
3 hours later.
And then finally back in Charleston, West Virginia.
I think you forgot Institute.
I worked in Institute, West Virginia, and now finally back in Charleston, West Virginia. Jason Lykens.
Also, our reigning and defending Grill Out Predictions champion, who, on a tie, retained his title.
I got to say something.
Cole,
I got to take over for just a
who'd you
minute.
tie with?
You.
You should have chosen Logan Paul.
No.
Good Lord. I got to say something. Finally! The Universal Championship is gone.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Finally.
They discontinued it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be discontinued at WrestleMania last year. I guess someone at WWE.com messed up and just kept it active. So Cody Rhodes is not a former Universal Champion. He's just WWE Champion. Same thing with John Cena.
Okay.
A lot of people got confused on the lineage. They thought it ended when Roman beat Brock. No, it stayed. They thought it ended when they brought out the one belt. No, it stayed. It ended when he lost the title to Cody.
I will say, after my intro, that was kind of lackluster, Josh.
Yeah.
He really
I had more, but you went on and on about all your famous places you've worked and lived and resided and had fun.
Did I mention Whitesville, West Virginia?
I'm only Charleston.
Glen Daniel, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Beckley, West Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Cabin Creek.
Trash Heap, West Virginia.
Yeah.
No, Cabin Creek. Yeah, Crabbin Creek.
Crabbin Creek, yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, I like that Crabbin Creek. We go down to the creek, get some good crabbing.
Get some butter in there.
I ain't mind know where I get me some sweet tea. My
Down
name's
there,
Hollywood.
2 Doors
Jeff
biscuit.
Petty. What's that?
The 2 Doors.
Oh, the 2 Doors biscuit. My name's Hollywood Jeff Petty, and here I am talking about wrestling.
I get some Waffle House.
You don't disparage the name
I
of
love
Waffle.
Waffle House.
Okay.
I hate that they close the inside after 11.
Do they?
Yeah.
But I love me some Waffle House. I'll tell you what.
What's your Waffle House order?
What's my Waffle House?
Oh, Malcolm.
I mean, I guess it really just kind of depends on what mood I'm in.
Depends
on what mood I'm in. If I'm going to go out to the club, do me some dancing, some drinking, some fighting.
What?
What?
It's a Waffle House.
So, yeah, Waffle House. Okay. I just want. I don't even know what my order is. I just like the food. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just give me a waffle. Give me some taters.
Give me a waffle. Give me a house.
Yeah.
And I'm happy.
Yeah. I'm one happy fat guy.
Listen, I'm going to tell you all this right now.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Tell me.
Barbersville, West Virginia.
That's the place.
I didn't
There's two
live
of 'em.
there, but Barbersville, West Virginia, the mall exit Waffle House there. I asked for extra pickles because I tell you what, I'm a man who loves pickles.
That's right, Jeff.
Pickles.
I hate pickles.
You hate pickles? Well, I hate
Tommy.
you.
Well, you know
But-
what? I don't care. Those are blasphemous.
Hey, let me
The real
finish my
question
story.
is, have you had the right pickles?
Let me finish my story about Waffle House and pickles, all right?
They're good.
I went there. I asked for extra pickles. The wonderful woman working said, "Now, do you just want a few extra pickles, or do you want extra pickles?" I looked
want
at
the
her.
whole pickle?
I told her right in her eyes. I said, "Madam, I want pickles. You give me all the pickles." Now, you might have heard I said, "Give me a lot of pickles," but what I said is, "Go in the back and get me every single pickle you have." And she brought out an entire plate of pickles that was stacked high, and I said, "Challenge accepted, baby." And what I did is I took all those pickles and I put it on my burger, and I took a picture of it, and you can get on the Googles right now, and you can see that picture. You can see that review. It's up there. It's up there, baby. Over 1 million views have been on that pickle burger, baby.
This is Jason walking into that Waffle House asking for all those pickles, and it's coming out. It's like going to his table. He's just he's ready to go.
I'll tell you what I get at the Waffle House. A steak and cheese sandwich, the hash browns doubled, covered with cheese,
Yeah,
couple eggs,
yeah.
chocolate chip waffles.
Yeah. Well, here's what else. I called her after I posted
Yeah.
that review, and I said, I don't remember her name, but let's say it's Susie. I said, "Susie, I just wanted to let you know that I posted all about you on the Googles with the pickle picture." And she said, "I think I love you." And I said, "Baby, my wife is right next to me. You got to wait."
Yeah.
Part of that never happened, but the pickle picture is real.
We are 7 minutes in right now.
And we haven't talked about wrestling at all.
They got some good pickles.
I imagine something might get cut.
There were some cuts. Some actual cuts. WWE has, it's that time of the year again.
That was a good segue.
Yes, it was. It is that time of the year again for WWE to start the round of releases within the company. This time around, it was not limited to talent only. It was also some on-air personalities, I think one, and a few office staff. I don't have them listed because I couldn't really find them, but there were some people in the office that did get let go. Talent-wise, we have Braun Strowman, Dakota Kai, Cora Jade, Shayna Baszler, Eddie Thorpe, Katana Chance, Caden Carter, Gigi Dolan, Riley Osborne, Jakara Jackson, Gallus, so that's Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang, Ryan Papala, host of The Bump, Javier Bernal, Aura Mensa, Danny Palmer, and Shotzi. Well, her contract was not being renewed, but she's still listed on this.
Might be the worst release window in a while.
Yeah. I will say, as far as the releases go, there's a few that do kind of catch me off guard. Cora Jade is one of them.
Yeah.
I got a comment on that one after I let you go first.
Okay. I maybe it's because I don't watch NXT that much.
Yeah.
But I thought that maybe she was in better standing with the company. But yeah, that one caught me off guard. Shayna Baszler, I could kind of see like maybe she was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Dakota Kai is one that sort of also catches me off guard. And then, I mean, Braun Strowman as well, but this is the second or third time Braun has been released.
I really thought that when they were bringing him back, they were going to do something with him.
Yeah.
You know, I think the best thing he ever had was his run against Roman, where, he kept saying, "I'm not done yet."
He's still not done.
Yeah, and he just kept going back. But, I mean, John, what do you think about these cuts?
Some of these are like, okay. Other ones are surprising. Dakota Kai and Cora Jade, like, those are surprising because Cora Jade was actually pretty big on NXT. But I almost maybe see what WWE is going with them because, like, They'll come back a month later injured. They'll come back a month later injured. They're very, very injury prone. So maybe that's why.
You mean prone?
Yes.
Prune
yes,
is a fruit.
yes.
A very injury fruit.
Yeah.
The one that really shocks
pruned
me is Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge Shayna Baszler fan. I think they have really dropped the ball with her.
Oh,
a
absolutely.
They also got rid of one of their best women's tag team in Katana Chance and Katie Carter.
Yeah. That's what, like, I don't, some of these don't make sense. Shotzi, I can see it. She has not been featured all that much.
They put her back in NXT and was working with down there. Then she just kind of disappeared again.
Yeah, and then they tell her that her contract's not being renewed.
Yeah.
So with Shotzi, depending on when her contract ends, I don't have that information in front of me, she does not have a 90-day no-compete clause.
Yeah.
So as soon as
Well, anyone on NXT has 30 days, main roster 90.
Yep, that's exactly right.
So with Braun, was Braun most recently a babyface or a heel?
More so face. He actually put over Jacob Fatu pretty well before WrestleMania.
Well, do you think maybe if they would have turned him heel, it might have?
Yeah, sort of
Yeah.
like you mentioned with his feud with Roman.
Yeah.
Like that was probably the best version of Braun I have seen.
Well,
in
he was
WWE.
supposed to be a heel.
Yeah.
And the crowd loved him because they hated Roman so much at that point.
Yeah, that is very true. That was during the infamous, like, we're going to shove Roman down your throat as much as possible. Yeah. And so much so that the crowd just rejected it outright.
Well, but one thing we do know is some people are, in fact, turning heel.
That is true. Some people that you don't think are going to turn heel. Some people who are behind the scenes but did not get released.
Yeah.
No.
Stu the cameraman.
You can't release Stu.
You can't. Stu is a heck of a cameraman.
Good job, Stu.
He does. He does a really good job.
He did an amazing job on John Cena's entrance that one time with The Miz. That was amazing.
He does amazing
Stu,
camera
I don't know
work.
if anyone's told you this recently,
what I'm talking
but
No.
good job.
Oh, it was when Miz joked about John Cena coming out. There was no John Cena, but Stu still did all the camera work.
Oh, well, see. You know what? If somebody's going to know the camera work for John Cena's entrance, it's going to be Stu.
Listen, to take the cheap joke here, we couldn't see him.
Yeah. You couldn't. So most people know of Stu the cameraman thanks to John Cena shouting him out during his entrances.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No. By the way, I did love John Cena's entrance at WrestleMania, where it was just black, nothing flashy.
I like what he's doing now, putting the title behind him like it's on his back.
Yeah.
Carrying the company on his back.
Yeah, exactly. I do like that. I will say for that main event real quick, I was okay with it, but I didn't like the Travis Scott thing.
Yeah.
It was dumb.
Yeah.
Why?
I thought when Travis Scott originally came out, I was like, okay, we're going to get somebody else coming out. Like, somebody's going to come out behind him. Maybe it's The Rock. Maybe it's somebody else.
Should have been The Rock.
Yeah. But we get Travis Scott. But anyway.
Also, Travis, put the title away. Like, why are you carrying the hardcore title?
It's not even the hardcore title.
Is it not?
I mean, he says it is, but it's not.
Isn't it like the
dumb.
WWE title just smashed up?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I enjoy pro wrestling, okay?
Otherwise, you wouldn't be on the show.
But Travis Scott, just stop. Just stop. Just stop it.
He wants to be Bad Bunny so bad.
I will say people online were confused why Travis Scott was there. I understood why he was there. It would have made more sense if Rock was there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have made more sense for me if he would have came out when John Cena didn't have the upper hand.
Yeah.
Come out when Cody has the upper hand.
Yeah.
Because then John Cena's like, okay, I'm not going to pin Cody. I'm going to wait for Travis Scott to slowly walk to the ring so I can help him up onto the apron and shake his hand. It doesn't make sense.
It didn't.
If you're going to do it, have it make sense. That's just basic storytelling. Stu would know this. Stu's a smart guy.
Yeah.
Stu's great with a camera.
Yeah.
He is.
Stu Hart
You know
would
what?
cripple you.
You know what?
What?
Stu knows that cameras zoom.
Stu does know.
He knows that.
Stu knows.
He knows that cameras
If
move
anyone-
and they zoom.
They move and they zoom, and you know what? So does his feet. Stu is great.
Stu is great.
Yeah. He should be in the Hall of Fame, not the Shockmaster.
No. Well,
No, listen. Listen, I like the natural disasters, but demolition should still be in there. Toot. Toot.
Toot. But he is the main cameraman during the performers' entrances.
We're talking about Stu.
Yes, we're talking about Stu.
Yeah.
A video has video has surfaced of him rage baiting Logan Paul. You can tell Stu is not impressed by Logan Paul, and at one point, Logan even signs a piece of paper.
I think it had a Prime bottle on it, maybe.
It did. It had like a Prime bottle or something. He signed it. He said, "Here you go, Stu. Nice. Go sell this on eBay." Stu's response is, "I would put this on eBay, but I know I'm not going to get that much." So, so he can make some money. Stu, unbothered by this, leaves the paper on the ground. And there was more to the conversation. He was sitting there. It was something about, I don't know what it was prior to this.
Logan had some kind of event, like press conference in New York, but he was saying he couldn't announce it. And Stu was like, "This is why you didn't have anyone in your thing, or no attendance."
And he at one point even looks at him. He goes, "Yeah, because you really tell the truth."
Yep.
So even Stu is just healing on Logan Paul.
Listen, if a match happened between Stu and Logan Paul, I would still pick Stu because I will not pick Logan Paul.
This is why you lose.
I don't care.
Well, we all picked against Logan Paul.
I will not pick Logan Paul.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's
Stu knows.
Logan Paul to me has go away heat.
Yeah.
He has nuclear like X-Pac go away heat.
Yeah, I think he can do great work in the ring, but when you're not having to do it week in, week out, whenever you have time to rehearse and choreograph an entire match, of course it's going to be good.
Exactly. And it's like to me, he does not have, he claims he has respect towards the professional wrestling art form, but I don't think he does.
No, I don't think so.
And I think Stu sees that.
Yeah,
and that's why Stu is letting him know.
Stu has respect.
Stu does have
and listen,
respect.
Any of you listeners out there, if you disagree, great. That's great. You are welcome to disagree.
You're wrong.
That Logan Paul is overrated. Like on a Mount Rushmore, I would definitely put him up there on the overrated.
Yep. I think athletic wise, he's amazing. He's great.
Yeah.
But as to what you said, when you have time to rehearse your matches, to train, you're not doing this week in and week out. Yeah, of course, you're going to be able to pull this off, especially with somebody of his athletic background.
Yeah.
Put him on a regular schedule, then see if he can pull this stuff off.
I mean, compare his heat to that of Dom.
Oh,
Logan Paul has
he doesn't really have the heat anymore.
No, but he can still get the crowd to boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he can still get it.
Dom got booed in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like, Dom, he is, it's so funny with Dominic Mysterio how, like, where his dad is Ray, and Ray is this big.
Wait, what? I thought his dad was Eddie.
Well, his dad is Eddie, but like legally, his dad is Ray.
Yeah.
All right?
No.
And Rey Mysterio is touted as like one of the greatest baby faces of all time.
Yes.
But Dom, I don't think Dominic can ever really be a baby face. I think maybe to an extent at one point, like later on, but I still don't think he's going to be full baby face, not like his dad. I think he's way better as a heel.
Yeah, I don't think him as a straight-up babyface would work because of his demeanor and personality that we see on screen.
Absolutely.
You know, I think the crowd can look at him as a babyface, but he still has to keep his heel attendance. The way with Eddie Guerrero, the lying, the cheating, the stealing. You know,
I cheat, I steal.
Good job. Eddie would still do the heel tendencies, but he was looked at as a babyface.
Absolutely. Like, Eddie Guerrero, who is on my Mount Rushmore, he's number 2 right below Stone Cold. Right.
What, overrated?
No.
No.
Eddie Guerrero is not overrated.
Eddie Guerrero, 100% overrated.
No.
Yeah, overrated.
No.
Listen, his frog splash, not that good.
His frog splash is good.
No. His mustache, not that good.
You
his
know,
mullet, not that good.
You know, if you, the audience, disagree with Jason, go ahead and email us, thegrillout95@gmail.com. You can also message us on Facebook, facebook.com/thegrillout, or message us on Blue Sky at thegrillout.bsky.social.
Listen, I'm taking my glasses off for this so I can point at you with them.
Okay.
For emphasis. And I'm saying this so the listeners know, okay? Eddie Guerrero is not Ultimo Dragon.
That is very true. I'll give you that one. He is not Ultimo Dragon. By the way, how is that going with your dissertation?
My dissertation, it is in the review period right now because graduation is coming up, so I will find out soon if it has been accepted and approved, and then it goes, the committee has to look it over and, judge it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully that goes through, and we can then call you Dr. Lykens.
Yes.
So,
very nice.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, real quick before we get to On This Day in Wrestling History, just to throw a few things out there, Selena Vega did win the...
Zelina.
Yes, she won...
You said Selena.
Zelina.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. She is the new U.S. Women's Champion.
Caught me shoplifting at the Chevy dealer.
They love to talk. Rusev also returned on the Raw after Mania.
Rusev Day.
He will have a match with Otis on this upcoming
Big men slapping meat.
Yes. Aleister Black also returned to confront The Miz and subsequently beat The Miz in a match the following week. AEW has a residency at 2300 Arena, and yep, they're going to have one there from August 27th to September 11th. And then Grand Slam has sold completely out in Mexico with Arena Mexico.
Yeah.
WWE Crown Jewel at Perth, Australia. WWE will be doing like a small tour in Australia.
Okay.
They're calling it a takeover.
Yeah. Is it a takeover?
That's what they're calling it.
Calling it. Okay, takeover.
Takeover Perth.
Takeover Perth.
They're taking it over for 4 days.
Taking it over for 4 days.
SmackDown on October 10th, Crown Jewel on October 11th, and finishing with Raw on October 13th.
October 13th,
October 11th, Crown Jewel will be held there and not in Saudi Arabia.
They will have the Crown Jewel Championships, in case anyone was wondering. People were confused. But
no, I don't think anyone was wondering. I forgot those were a thing.
Well, I saw some people like, so what happens to these? It's like, no, they're still happening.
Okay.
On May 17th, WWE's Natalya, or rather Natty Neidhart, will challenge Kenzie Page for the NWA World Women's Championship at the National Wrestling Alliance's Crockett Cup.
Yeah, you know what? I want Natalya to win. I think she's a great worker, a terrible charisma vacuum, and she needs a mouth.
Did y'all see her promo video she did?
No.
It's good. It's good.
Was it really?
Yeah, it's actually good.
Okay. Show it to us on the, at the break.
Yeah.
But before we do get to that,
like, no, this ain't Natalya. This is Natty Neidhart.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Real quick, before we do get to On This Day in Wrestling History, unfortunately, we do have some sad news. Steve Mongo McMichael did pass away on April 23rd after a 4-year battle with ALS. He was best known for his time with the Chicago Bears, namely the famous 1985 Bears. After football, Mongo transitioned to professional wrestling, first appearing on WrestleMania 11. That was LT and Bam Bam Bigelow, right?
Yes, he was one of the football players at ringside.
Okay. See, there you go. In 1995, McMichael started off as a color commentator for WCW Monday Nitro. The following year, McMichael transitioned into an in-ring competitor, joining the famous Four Horsemen with Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, and Chris Benoit. Our thoughts go out to the McMichael family during this time. May 4th, 1986. World Class Championship Wrestling held Parade of Champions 3 in Irving, Texas, in front of 24,121 fans. You really want to talk about Star Wars. The event was held by WCW promoter Fritz Von Erich.
WCCW, World Class Championship Wrestling promoter.
Yes, yes. Class. Promoter Fritz Von Erich, in memory of his son David Von Erich, who died in 1984. In the main event of the show, Kerry Von Erich, Lance Von Erich, and Steve Simpson defeated Buddy Roberts, Michael Hayes, and Terry Gordon in a 6-man tag lumberjack strap elimination match to win the WCW
WCCW
six-man tag team titles.
Random question: is this featured in the movie?
I don't think this one is. Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
This one is actually I think this is 1986. David Von Erich passed away in 1984. I think 1984 is 85. No, it's 84 when Kerry won the NWA World's title from Ric Flair.
Yeah.
So that was the first Parade of Champions. But then Fritz kept going back to the well.
Yeah.
After that, so
I would tell you, the Von Erich family is absolutely depressing.
Yeah, that movie is.
I did not watch the movie, but just everything else that I have, I don't want to say researched because that makes me sound like one of those people. But all the other things that I have,
Ultimate Dragon.
None of the Von Erichs are Ultimate Dragon.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a really sad story. Fritz was a bit of a
controlling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also very domineering.
Yes.
I will say the individual that did play Fritz in the movie, spitting image of the guy.
Yeah.
He played him to a T.
Yeah.
But there is one part in the movie. It's the youngest Von Erich. I cannot remember his name. He had one of the more sadder stories.
Yeah.
Because he had a condition where he really shouldn't have been in the ring.
Yeah.
And injuries and whatnot. He like some of the Von Erichs. And that wasn't featured in the film, and I found out later on the reason for that. The director said it was
they didn't want to make Fritz look bad.
Well, it was the movie was so heavy at that point. Yeah. Adding the last Von Erich would have been a little too much. May 4th, 1994, NJPW Wrestling Dantaku was held at the Fukuoka Dome in Fukuoka, Japan. On the show, Shinya Hashimoto defeated Tatsumi Fujinami.
Neither one are Ultimate Dragon.
Yep. To win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, and in his last ever match, Rick Rude defeated Sting to win the WCW International World Heavyweight Championship, a world title that WWE recognizes for Rick Rude, but not for Ric Flair.
Make it make sense.
As a result of an injury suffered in this match, Rick Rude never wrestled again other than a small role in an ECW six-man tag team match in 1997.
Just said, Rick Rude, a great worker.
Who?
Rick Rude.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I loved watching him work.
Yep.
It was great work. But also, none of those people, Ultimate Dragon.
Yep. May 4th, 2004, at a WWE SmackDown taping in Tucson, Arizona.
I thought it was Tucson.
Tucson, Arizona.
I hate you so much. Don't you have a master's degree?
I'm not from Arizona.
Jacqueline defeated Chavo Guerrero to win the original WWE Cruiserweight Championship, becoming the only woman to hold the title in WWE. Both Medusa and Daphne were also Cruiserweight champions, but when the title was in WCW.
And funny enough, Ultimo Dragon held...
Not from Arizona?
He's not. It's true. It's true.
None of them. Ultimo Dragon, no.
Let me check my notes.
Did he win the Cruiserweight title?
The WCW Cruiserweight title? Yes. The WWE? No, because he won it when it was the light heavyweight title.
Well, those are two different titles, so.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I said no.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. You're not from Arizona, but does that mean you can't? I'm sitting right next to you, Josh. I'm aware they're two different titles.
We're going to take a quick break.
For more of the Grill Out, here at Hollywood, Jeff Petty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grill Out. I'm your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty.
Hollywood.
What is this, like an easy listening show? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grill Out. I'm your host.
We're going to paint
Jeff Petty.
We're going to paint a happy little tree right here.
Today, what we're going to be doing is soon we're going to be listening to some Christopher Cross with Sailing. We are going to be listening to some beautiful yacht rock, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful time.
Yeah, that's the reflection of perfection. Jason Lykens talking.
Sailing takes me away to where I always want to be.
Oh, also Josh Cole,
Still
baby.
champion.
Still our grill out predictions.
I got night
champion.
1 clean slate, all of them right.
How did we do night 2, Josh? How did all of us do night 2?
It was bad, but I still won.
You still won, but it was a massacre, wasn't it?
it was.
Yeah.
You got 2 right.
Yes,
I got 2 right. Jason got 3 right.
So, well, I thought that what we had originally agreed on was the 2 nights would be separate.
they are. No. We said
No. I'm pretty sure we said that they would be separate. So night 1 would be its own night. So really, I'm the rightful champ.
We can go back and listen to the show.
Fun fact, though, the women's triple threat match night 2, 5 stars from David Meltzer. The
Meltzer.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what's funny is
Said it was like the best women's match he's seen.
Prior to us recording, like pressing record, my headphones were working perfectly.
Yeah,
now,
mine not really
again,
working either.
Nothing.
They're not working again?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm barely getting anything.
Yeah,
wow.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
I just keep
Sorry,
playing
guys.
with it.
Sorry,
I will say I love the fact that when we recorded night 2 predictions, it was before we saw night 1, and I still said the correct answer to Seth Rollins before we did our predictions.
Everyone said that was going to happen.
Well, it was before we did our predictions. Like right when we opened, I said that.
Oh, okay. Well, but I mean, everyone knew that.
It's almost like people should have listened to this show.
Yeah.
They should have.
They should.
Yeah.
All right. So
Stu knows.
Stu knows. Stu knows. Stu, if you're out there, we would very much like to interview you.
Tugboat.
Real American.
Jesus. Okay, so WWE Backlash is this upcoming Saturday, May 10th. This is a quick turnaround anyway for WrestleMania.
They got a lot of quick turnarounds coming up.
Yeah, like
'Cause you got Backlash. Then a month later is Money in the Bank. Then I think the Saudi show, and then Evolution, and then
Tell your brother that little kid told me to win it for him, brother.
Yeah.
So
Saturday night's main event is in there too.
Yep. With WrestleMania behind us, Josh has come out yet again as the champion. Him and Jason tied at 9.
Yeah.
So with champion rules, Josh wins.
Should have chose Logan Paul.
I will not choose Logan Paul.
Oh, if
I will say you were completely correct on Dominic pinning Finn Balor.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should have gotten a bonus.
Both of them have 9
We were
points.
wrong on Randy though.
We were all wrong on that.
We were.
I
guess we did not believe enough.
No, we didn't. But yeah, so I walked away with 7 points. Both of them tied at 9.
So quick question. People online were thinking this was a burial of like TNA and Joe Hendry. What do y'all think?
No, I don't think so.
I wish they would have given him a little longer.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was a burial. I mean, it's Randy Orton, a 14-time WWE World Champion.
Yeah.
That's true. But I will say this. If I were
out of nowhere.
If I were somebody, because the argument is, well, it gave TNA all of this exposure. That doesn't make me want to watch TNA. It just doesn't. Like,
you want to see Joe Hendry? Maybe.
I mean, here's the thing, and this is going to sound terrible. Is there anything that makes you want to watch TNA?
When Scott D'Amore was running it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was when I was really like paying closer attention to TNA. All right. First match on our predictions. We have 5. One of them not announced yet.
Is that the Pat McAfee one?
Oh, I wish.
That one's official.
Yeah, that one is official.
It's your favorite wrestler.
Poor Gunther. For the United States Championship, Jacob Fatu will be defending his title in a fatal 4-way match against LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre.
I got to say about Damian Priest, so SmackDown the other night, he looked bad after learning about those releases. He looked like he was crying.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, his eyes are red.
Well, I mean, that would upset me, too, especially if I had friends that just lost their jobs.
I mean, Josh, I was trying to think, like, Jeff, how would you feel like if you and I came in and we found out that Josh got cut, but really, what would we be losing, you know? Now, if you two came in and found out that I was no longer here, the show is over.
Oh, no, I'd be relieved. I'm going with Jacob
Speaking
Fatu.
of me not being here, I won't be here next week, just FYI.
Okay, no one will notice.
I'll be in Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
I might see Rhea Ripley. Motion of Light is playing.
Yeah, the festival.
Yeah, Sonic Temple.
Yeah.
Have fun.
My mother-in-law will be there.
Oh, interesting.
For corn.
Yeah, for corn.
Corn!
For corn.
Do you like corn?
They're okay.
I hate corn. I would rather listen to Yoko Ono scream than listen to corn.
Well, that's saying something.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Jacob Fatu in this match.
Oh, yeah, we're doing predictions.
Jason, who you got?
Yeah, I still think it's going to be Fatu. I think, they've built him up too much to take the title off him so quickly would not make sense.
It'd be kind of dumb for him to drop the title like 3 weeks after WrestleMania.
Yeah, because I think it's going to end up being like Solo versus Jacob for the U.S. title.
Yeah. And I still think Jacob's going to walk away.
Does anyone care about Solo anymore?
Not really, no.
Okay.
No.
Josh, it's Fatu.
Josh, who do you got?
It's Fatu.
Okay.
So second match, Lyra Valkyria, champion, versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Jeff, who do you have and why, buddy?
Lynch.
Really?
Ooh, man.
I'm going Becky Lynch. I feel like if you're going to bring... So how long has Lyra had the Intercontinental title?
Since January.
Okay, so she's
really?
had...
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's had it for 3...
Yeah, it was the week after the Raw Netflix debut.
Okay, so she's had it for 4 or 5 months at this point. I think because there was because Becky was a surprise tag partner for Valkyria at WrestleMania. Correct me if I'm wrong. They lost that match. Am I correct on that, or they won?
No,
that
they
match?
won.
They won that match. Okay,
that was the match we got wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, I still got it wrong. They go to challenge the champions. They don't win the titles, and Becky turns on Lyra.
Well,
sort of.
Just to correct on what you said, they won the title at WrestleMania, defended the next night on Raw, and lost the title.
Yes. That's what it was. That's what it was. Sorry, I have also been out for a week because I was not feeling well. Apologies, everybody. I just feel like with Becky turning on Lyra like that,
it's also the most interesting feud for the Intercontinental Women's title so far.
It is. And also, nothing against Valkyria, but I feel like it's going to legitimize the title more if you put it on Becky.
Yeah.
So
what
I'm
do you
going
think
to
about the whole Becky Hogan idea? The people are like, "Oh, Becky's back. We got to give her a title." I disagree with it because I think Becky is a lot more compelling of a character. I think the whole Hogan aspect works better with Charlotte.
Yeah. Charlotte also. It really says something when Charlotte comes back and she's been out for a while, and
no one cares.
No one. And she wins the Royal Rumble, and no one cares or anything. So, but Becky comes back and like, hey, let's throw the IC title on him, and everybody's like, cool.
Yeah. I'm also going to have to go Becky though.
I feel like it's
help legitimize it. Take the title off of Lyra for a little bit, put it on Becky.
It gives Lyra also the rub.
Yeah.
I don't think that she should win this. I think that Becky should definitely win this, and then maybe later on, Lyra wins the belt back from her. But I definitely think it should be Lynch.
So, y'all didn't get into this, but the reason Lynch was at WrestleMania because she was the one revealed to have attacked Bayley.
Yeah.
So I think Lynch is winning, and then we're going to get a match between Bayley and Lynch later for the title.
Okay.
I want Bayley more. Like, I want more Bayley. I want Bayley to actually be able to show why she is where she is.
So, real quick, and we only got a few matches after this.
Yeah.
Out of the 4 horsewomen, who's the best one, in y'all's opinion?
In which way? Talking, working, entertaining?
All around.
All around.
Yep.
If we're going straight in ring, it's between Charlotte and Mercedes.
Between Charlotte and Mercedes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying like all around. So all like the whole package.
I'm going to go slightly more Becky Lynch.
Okay.
I felt she's been more interesting. Like, Bailey's not bad. I've been more interested in Becky Lynch than Bailey.
Is part of why you think that because she's been given more opportunity, or has she kind of lucked into more opportunity? I mean, she lucked into Nia Jax breaking her nose.
That's very true.
And that kind of pushed her over with that whole thing. In-ring work, Charlotte is by far the best one.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care for Charlotte. But all around, I put Charlotte towards the bottom because she's not good at talking.
No.
It's the same thing over and over and over. Same thing with Mercedes. It's just, it's annoying. It's too much. I think character-wise, Bailey is the best because you've seen two complete opposite sides. During the pandemic, she helped carry the show.
Yeah.
Bailey and Asuka, the women more so carried Raw with the pandemic than anyone else. So I would have to put just work-wise, and I have to go Bailey. Followed very closely by Becky.
I have, in a way, I have to agree with that. Because I think you make a compelling argument with Bailey's range. Becky didn't luck into it, but also Becky, some people could luck into it and still fall through, and they don't have because they don't got the talent, they don't got the skill, they don't got the charisma. Becky had all of that.
Yeah.
See, she just needed that little bit of luck to get her over the hump. Bailey, though, has shown that she can be a compelling babyface with the hugger stuff.
Yes.
And a compelling heel with the role model stuff.
Yes.
And she's shown her range with that. Let's not forget that one of the greatest women matches, or just one of the greatest Iron Man matches of all time, is Iron Woman, but Iron matches is between Sasha Banks and Bailey.
Yes.
At NXT TakeOver.
Well, and also
Brooklyn 3, I think? 2 or 3.
Yeah, and an amazingly great NXT women's match, Nia Jax versus Bailey.
Yeah.
It's Bailey is the catalyst there.
Absolutely. Okay.
I hate her finisher, though.
The Bailey to Bailey?
No, the Rosebud? She has your head on her knee, and she just kind of slams it. I don't think it looks good. Yeah.
I will say, I think one of the worst things they ever did to Bailey was make her be afraid to use the kendo stick. That still bothers me to this day. In the hardcore match against Alexa Bliss, way back when she first got called up to the main roster.
Fair.
Anyways.
Pat McAfee versus Gunther.
Yeah.
Man, Gunther. He gets submitted by Jey Uso. Now he's got a match with Pat McAfee.
Should not have been a submission.
No, it should not have.
Or if it was a submission, let Gunther pass out instead of giving up.
Yes.
He quickly tapped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, he did. I will say this real quick about this past WrestleMania. I did not get a chance to watch all of it, but I saw bits and pieces of it. It came off very Shedeur Sanders, just because that's been the main talking point with a lot of people.
To what?
Shedeur Sanders. A lot of hype.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
Deion Sanders kid?
Yes. Yeah, where he dropped to the 5th round in the draft. A lot of hype going in, thinking, it's going to...
What are we talking about?
I was talking about WrestleMania.
No, the other thing.
Oh, Shedeur Sanders?
Yeah.
No, football.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going... Gunther.
Listen.
I don't think it's going to be Gunther, but I want it to be Gunther.
No, I think it will end up being Pat McAfee, but it should not be.
No.
If they're now going to go the complete opposite way with Gunther to where he can't win anything, no, you are destroying Gunther.
Yep.
Gunther should be so mad right now that it is not even a competition. It is a bloodbath, and Pat McAfee gets destroyed, and he is off TV for a while.
Yes.
Because there's been too much Pat McAfee, in little bursts, he's entertaining, but he talks way too much. He doesn't stay on the point. He is the me of WWE, and me here is too much.
Yeah.
So
Shut up.
So who you going for, Jason?
Gunter.
Going Gunter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you got that in there. Josh.
This might lose me the title. Pat McAfee, but by either a referee stoppage or a disqualification.
Okay.
A referee stoppage.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Basically,
Gunter
almost
keeps
like
going-
what you're
okay.
doing, beating him so bad, referee just has to stop it.
Okay. I thought
Okay.
you were saying that, like, Pat McAfee is just destroying Gunter to where the ref comes in and is like, no, Gunter can't take any more.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee is just too strong.
If that happens, I will not cancel my Peacock subscription because Avi likes to watch Saturday Night Live. So, John Cena, I thought they were. I'm kind of surprised they're going to go so quickly to this match.
It was in St. Louis.
I
said it before.
I still think it's. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this. I still think it's too quick to go to this, but that's me. I get they're in St. Louis. The connection is there. It makes sense on paper, but I still.
Well,
think
here's
it
the
should
problem,
be
Jeff.
Waited.
He only has limited time.
Yeah, I know.
He has, 25 dates left, I think?
Yeah.
Not 25 matches, 25 appearances.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true, but I'm still not that big of a fan of this, but whatever. That's me. John Cena defending the undisputed WWE Championship. Are they still calling it undisputed WWE?
They are. It's annoying, but yeah.
Okay, because I put down WWE Championship. I see where you made the correction. John Cena is defending his title against Randy Orton. I'm going Cena.
I will say, predictions-wise, that we had, one of them is true now. Universal's gone. But they still haven't stopped calling it undisputed.
Yeah, that's true. Jason.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go Cena. I don't think it is time to take it off of him yet.
Nope.
Let him run with it and probably lose it towards the end of his 25 appearances.
So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you. Cena's going to hot potato this championship to have more than 21 world titles. No.
So he's working on Charlotte's record next.
No, Flair's real one.
Oh, okay.
Ric Flair's real one.
Yeah.
Grill Out Hot Tag.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Hey. I need to talk to you about that afterwards.
Okay.
So I asked you about the text.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Josh.
It's going to be Cena.
It's going to be Cena.
Like, it'd be awesome for Orton to win.
It's got to be Kane.
That's got to be Kane.
So we agree on everything except one so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of one.
Well, also, this is a very short card.
Yeah.
So,
For official.
This one has not been announced yet, but
They're setting it up. So
yeah, it's safe to assume this will be announced this week.
I cannot pick him.
Jey Uso will be defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Logan Paul. I have to go Uso. I can't pick him either. I think if you're going to put the belt on Jey Uso after beating Gunther and the reign that he just had, it is, just to be frank, stupid for him to drop the belt to Logan Paul after that. For him to drop the belt to anybody, not just Logan Paul, to anybody after that.
Okay.
Unless it was Sami Zayn. Or Ludwig. No, not Ludwig.
Ultimo Dragon.
No.
Ultimo
Ilya
Dragon.
Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov?
Ultimo
Yeah.
Dragon. Yeah.
Ultimo Dragon.
Here's my thing. I don't like Jey Uso as champ. I don't like him as world champ. I don't like it. I don't see it. Yeah, he says yeet and the crowd likes it. I don't think he's that great of a worker.
Mm-hmm.
In the ring, sadly, I think Logan Paul might be better. But that is because of the amount of time he gets to have to script and rehearse. But I cannot pick Logan Paul. I will not do it. But I don't care. This is a match I straight up do not care about. But I'm going to go Jey Uso.
Okay.
But I don't care.
Josh.
I could actually see them putting it on Paul.
I hate you.
I'm not going to go Paul, but I could see it happening.
Sadly, I can too.
Yeah. But I don't know if they're going to do it this soon. Maybe SummerSlam. So I'm going to go Uso, though.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I just don't see him dropping it this soon. But then again, it could happen.
So
I mean, they had Randy drop it a month to Jinder Mahal.
Oh, God. I would rather have Jinder. Don't hinder the Jinder.
Screw it. Put Paul.
Yeah, wow.
God, I hate you.
You're going Paul?
It's
Yeah,
gonna
he did.
be
He
Paul.
said it. He said it. He's going Paul. He's losing his title.
I don't care if
I'm
it
a
costs
winner.
me.
I'm the winner.
Jason, we literally picked the same.
I'm the winner.
So what happens if y'all tie?
I guess we'll have to figure out something. Trivia,
I don't know. We'll have to figure something out.
rock, paper, scissors, wrestling,
I don't know.
bungee jumping, pogo stick.
We'll have a trivia. Whoever gets the most right.
Stupid idiot!
Yeah, what he said.
The very first episode on the old version was a trivia episode that we did with the tag teams.
It was,
Yeah.
and you were the one who asked the
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
And
On like the OG.
well,
The
it
OG.
wasn't the very first. It was the first one that Josh was on.
Yeah, the one I was on.
Oh.
So the OG for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the OG
because
OG
it was
grill out.
two weeks that you kept telling me Josh is coming in, and I was like, okay. And then he never showed up for 2 weeks. And then he finally showed. No. I remember because I hated you, and it hasn't changed.
Jesus. All right.
No,
The main
you ended
event.
up getting busy for those 2 times that we were going to do it.
The main event.
Yeah.
Looks like all the talking has been done. It's time for the main event.
Now we got the main event where we go ahead and let you know what your upcoming week of professional wrestling looks like.
Tell me.
Internationally, nationally, and of course, locally.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Internationally and nationally, AEW Collision will air this week on Thursday, May 8th.
That's my birthday.
Is
Happy
it?
birthday.
It is,
No
yeah.
one likes
Happy
you.
early birthday, Josh.
Is it really your birthday?
is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, how old will you be, buddy?
35.
Okay, hold on, Jeff. This is more important, okay? Well, our friend here is going to be having a birthday that we're doing absolutely nothing for. So you'll be 35.
Yeah!
You'll be 35.
35.
You know, I already have you a birthday gift.
Oh.
It's from Sting, and
Oh.
it's exactly what he told me to get you, which is nothing.
You get nothing.
And you don't like it. You get nothing. So, Jeff, please continue with what you had to say that is far more
I'll be
important.
watching Corn on my birthday.
Okay, I'm done.
Friday, May 9th, New Japan Pro Wrestling Resurgence. Also,
It's in California.
Yes.
Oh,
It'll
California.
be 10 o'clock here.
Stardom New Blood 21 as well on Friday,
That's an
May
early
9th.
morning one.
Yes, it is. Saturday, May 10th, Major League Wrestling and CMLL will hold Azteca Lucha.
Lucha.
Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling will also have Northern Rising and, of course, WWE Backlash.
Which is why Collision is on Thursday.
Yes. Also, shifting gears to locally, Real Shoot Wrestling has 2 shows this weekend. The first is
Mother's Day Mayhem 7.
on Friday, May 9th, which will be presented by the Tigard Valley Wrestling Federation. This will be held at the Atrium at Seneca Mall in Elkins, West Virginia. Bell time is 7 o'clock, and tickets are $10. Then, the next night on Saturday, May 10th, RSW will be at the Harrison County Parks and Recreation Complex in Clarksburg, West Virginia for
Sidewinder.
This is a free event with a bell time of 6 o'clock.
Free. Find a kid and bring them.
Also on Saturday, World Domination Wrestling Alliance will be in action for
Code Red, not the Mountain Dew variety.
That's a good Mountain Dew, though.
It's okay.
At the South Berkeley Fire Hall in Inwood, West Virginia.
Better.
I just want to find me some Baja Blast.
Bell time is 6:15 and tickets are $20.
That's two $10 or 4 5s or 1 and 19 19s or $21 with a $1 receipt back in change.
We'll be back.
Once again, here's Hollywood Jeff Petty.
And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen.
Real American freestyle.
Don't worry about me. I'll be back, boys.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Brother.
You just keep going.
Brother Mitchell of HH. You could follow us on Blue Sky at thegrillout.bsky.social. You can also follow us on Facebook. Facebook.com/thegrillout. You can email us thegrillout95@gmail.com. And until next time, fellow wrestling fans,
America.
have a good one.
Yeah.
And good night. Back.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.